Are you marketing with purpose? I know you're probably like, what does that even mean? I mean, like every time you put something out, do you know what your goals are? In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how you can guarantee that your marketing is converting into more customers and clients. My name is Leary, and I help small business owners and entrepreneurs find hidden profits inside their business using my simple 5-step power profit formula so they don't have to spend more on advertising. In every single episode, I'm going to give you an actionable tactic that you can immediately implement that will attract more clients and give you an advantage over your competition. So if you stay until the end, just drop me a message below and I'll DM you a digital copy of my book, 45 and 45, that's going to give you even more growth hacking ideas. So let's go. Let me help you ensure your marketing efforts are producing the results you are after. Number 1, track everything. Do not leave this as like the afterthought. A week later, you're like, oh, what did I do last week? What were my numbers last week? Even if you are the one doing it by yourself, even if you are the only person in your entire company, you're an entrepreneur, you run your whole company, it's just you. Or you have a small practice. There are a couple of doctors, a couple of lawyers, whatever it is, but only one administration, one admin. And he or she is full, right? You don't want to add more to it. This is important. This is super important. So stay up late, have them stay after work, whatever it is you need to do, but make sure you are tracking everything. You can do it quarterly, you could do it weekly, daily, whatever. I suggest all of them. I think that if you are not tracking it, you don't know what is going good, what is going bad, what your audience is really interested in, what resonates with them. If you're not tracking it, you are not going to know. So track what you're doing, when you're doing it, right? Keywords you're using, who you're speaking to. Sometimes we change our audiences maybe. If you're speaking to a different audience and that one's banging and you have 2 audiences and the other one isn't picking up traction, well, go all hard in on the one that's picking up traction. And in the meantime, you can figure out what is going on with the other one and maybe why it's not resonating. So those are the types of things. If you don't track it, you won't know. You cannot do tests like, oh, this one's working good. Let's keep this going and then maybe add this, change this, and see how it works over here. All of these things are ways to increase your client attraction, to increase your bottom line. You need to be working on a constant basis to make sure that you are marketing with purpose. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is nurture campaigns. Yes, I know I talk about these all the time, but so many of you are still not doing any email marketing. Nurture campaigns are the number 1 easiest, best way for you to stay in touch with your clients, to let them know what you have going on, right? Within your nurture campaign, I want you to have a purpose, a goal for every single time you write an email. Whether that is to entertain them, maybe it's to inform them you have a new service, to invite them to come in. Maybe you're gonna, I don't know, host an event, right? Every single time you do it, it needs to have a purpose, even if that purpose is just to stay in front of them, right? You can do a poll, have them answer a poll. Getting them to do an activity is useful, right? You want them engaged with your content. So include a variety of different content in your email marketing, right? Include a variety of different content in there, but engage them in some way in every single email and have that balance align with your purpose. All right, and the last one I want to talk about is analyze and adjust. Let's go back to number 1. Number 1 was track everything. If you are not tracking what you're doing, you cannot do number 3. And if you're not doing number 3, you're not improving. All right, I would venture to bet that you are a go-getter, You have your own business. You are probably a high achiever, right? You have your own successful business. Of course you are. So why would you not extend that to your business practices? Even if you don't have time, it is one of the critical, crucial things that you need to get done. So if you need to outsource it, outsource it. If you need help in some way, shape, or form, get some of your administrators, get another doctor, another lawyer, somebody to help you do it. Because it is very, very, very important that you are tracking that and using strategic marketing in everything that you're doing. You want to know who you're speaking to, what you're saying to them, and how you're saying it. And that means that you need to track it. Is it resonating with them? You won't know that unless you're doing it. And digital marketing is such an amazing thing compared to back in the day, like billboards. You know, how many of you have done billboards or newspaper ads or something like that? It's not as easy to track those. Clearly, if you're putting coupon code or something like that, it's a lot easier to track it. But if you can get people responding to you, wow, right? If you can get people answering questions or clicking on something when you ask them to click on something, these are things that you can track, and you will be able to tell, okay, this headline in my email resonated with so many people. Just the headline resonated with so many people. I need to do more on that topic, or I need to write more headlines that look like that headline, right? So if you are not looking at every single piece of content that you are creating, which includes your emails, your blog posts, your, I don't know, if you leave voice messages, everything you do is part of your business, part of who you are, and part of how you are getting your message out there. So if you're not doing it with purpose, if somebody said you really need to be on social media and you're just like posting up a bunch of quotes, right? That's everybody's favorite. Oh, I need to be on social media. I don't have time to do this. I'm just going to post up a bunch of quotes. How is that helping you? Is that helping you in any way? Are they engaging? Are they interacting? Are you getting more appointments? I mean, maybe for some of you that works. But for other people, it really doesn't unless it's resonating with your audience in some way, shape, or form. So think about what it is that you want your audience to do. What kind of actions do you want them to take? And then and only then are you going to figure out what type of content you're going to do, right? That means different topics. You're going to do different topics, not always the same topic, because even though you are a doctor, right? I am positive that you have a varied audience with different ideas. Some people are ill and they're worried about illness, or their family members maybe are worried about illness. Other people are super healthy and they're high achievers like you, and they're like the ones that wake up at the crack of dawn and are running at the crack of dawn and possibly throwing in another workout the end of the day. You know, they're different than your patients who come in who are sick. So what kind of content can you put out that might speak to them in different ways? If you're doing email marketing, you can actually separate them by what they're interested in. So you're going to have different topics for different people, all around health, right? That's health in different ways. I don't know, family relations. Maybe that's something that stress, maybe that's something that a lot of your patients suffer from. So maybe that's one of the topics that you really want to hit a lot. And it resonates. You can tell it resonates because every time you write something about stress, you get more appointments, or you get more questions, or the next time somebody comes in, they talk about it, whatever it is, however you notice it. You want to be sure that you are talking about things that they want to know about, that they're excited to hear about, that you're excited to talk about, but that makes a difference, makes an impact on your clients. And that is marketing with purpose. Don't just throw stuff out there like throwing spaghetti on the wall, right? You really want to be able to help your clients. You want to be able to improve their lives, improve something in some way, shape, or form with whatever piece of content it is that you're putting out there.